Antstream Arcade is a live service that streams retro games, mostly from arcades and old European PCs, to your home computer or other devices. You don't actually download or keep any of the ROMs, you browse through Antstream as you would Netflix, pick an old game, and play it. Antstream was envisioned as a way to bring retro gaming to modern audiences without the need for piracy, so the original publishers could still profit. But honestly, that idea is pretty gross already. Almost every game on Antstream, aside from a few indie homebrew titles, came out before the turn of the millennium. Companies do not need to, nor should they be allowed to, hold a capitalist grip on aspects of our medium's culture for that length of time. Piracy, for that and many other reasons, is still the superior option. But if you really care about playing the games legally, is this a good way to do it? Absolutely not. The idea here is to create a pick-up and play alternative to messing with ROMs and emulators, but it's only pick up and play if you're okay with very, very low standards of quality. The user interface is laggy, which is immediately noticeable, and there's tons of compression and bitrate issues whenever repetitive graphics or tile sets are on screen, which, is obviously the case for many retro titles. I wasn't a fan of Antstream ruining my excellent run of Wizard Fire by turning my screen into garbled pixels during the fog-heavy level. Many of the games just seem poorly emulated as well, with tons of graphical issues that simply aren't present on original hardware. Oh, and my controller was just not recognized half the time, so I had to keep unplugging it and plugging it back in. But even if you only bother with Antstream for its unique additional content, it's shockingly poor. Antstream advertises a variety of challenge missions for old arcade titles, quick little score attack minigames that you can use to boost your rank and get more gems to purchase more challenges. But the challenges were clearly designed by individuals who don't understand how these games work. For example, I love Metal Slug. Antstream offers a Metal Slug challenge where the goal is to survive as long as possible. I was able to beat the boss without dying, and the challenge ended, giving me a score of 1 minute 35 seconds. But because I'm intimately familiar with the game, I know that surviving in Metal Slug is often no challenge at all. So I did a second run, this time just sitting in place until the timer ran out and I self-destructed. My score that time? Over 4 minutes. So the challenge actively rewards you for doing nothing, and discourages skill to play. Much of Antstream's original content is broken or laughable like this. It's painfully obvious how little consideration went into actual game design. It hits doubly hard because these challenge missions are supposed to be competitive, but the leaderboard is dominated by folks who cheesed the terrible systems Antstream provided. Oh, also, sometimes the score tracking just breaks, as you can see here. Now, to be fair, Antstream did introduce me to some games I now love, like Harley Quinn and Perfect Pair, but finding them was no easy feat thanks to the service's lackluster search system. The only way to search for games by platform or genre is to type them into the universal search bar, but the search features are often inaccurate or just plain inconvenient. For example, it's impossible, as near I can tell, to sort games by their multiplayer capability. Or let's say I wanted to search for NES games. I type NES into the search bar and it feeds me a bunch of largely unrelated games. Then I scroll down and see all the Super Nintendo games. That's not what I asked for. Then at the very, very bottom, there are the NES titles. God, why is it like this? Antstream has been out since 2019, and it's still lacking in basic quality of life features, proper search functionality, a smooth UI, and anything resembling attention to detail. Even if you love many of these old games, this is one of the worst ways you could possibly play them, and the parties who really benefit from a service like this are the same greedy publishers who refuse to just sell you the ROMs directly.